Welcome back once again to Frontliner YouTube channel, and as usual I'm going to be your host, and thank you so much for your great support that you are showing me on this platform. And please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and liking our videos. Now my fellow Kenyans, nakuambia kimemwana. Government lawyers in the Republic of Kenya have now twisted that the plan of Shakur, Patrick Osoi and Hiram Kimani was not to fight police brutality and impunity, but was to overthrow President William Samoei Ruto from the power.
Na mtazamaji, jamaa anayetuhumiwa kuwa mwanzilishi wa vuguvugu la FBI Patrick Osoi amefikishwa katika mahakama ya Kahawa hapa jijini Nairobi. Kesi hiyo aidha haikufanyika kutokana na ukosefu wa muda, mahakama ikilazimika kuihairisha hadi kesho. Osoi alikamatwa na maafisa wa DCI kwa madai ya kuunda kundi ambalo linadaiwa kuwa kinyume na sheria. Wanachama wake wakisema lengo kuu ni kupigania haki za Wakenya kwa kukabiliana na suala la utekaji nyara na hata ufisadi humu nchini. Kevin Mutai na maelezo zaidi.
You should never ever take commands that are unlawful.
Ni mustakabali wa mwanachama huyo wa kundi la FBI maarufu Fighting Brutality and Impunity, mdahalo ambao unaendelea kuzua hisia mseto mitandaoni. Kwa mujibu wake, lengo lao ni kuchunguza visa vya dhulma dhidi ya Wakenya na ukiukaji wa sheria unaotekelezwa na baadhi ya viongozi serikalini na hata wakuu wa polisi.
Any officer that will be dismissed from service due to circumstances of following or not following unlawful command, therefore we are going to embrace them as a community.
Wanasema vuguvugu hilo ni la maafisa kutoka vitengo tofauti vya usalama ambao wameachishwa kazi au kustaafu, wakiwemo wale kutoka idara ya upelelezi NIS, kikosi cha jeshi, polisi wa kawaida miongoni mwa wengine. Mkurugenzi wa idara ya DCI Mohamed Amin anasema mmoja wao amekamatwa huku msako ukiendelea kuandama wengine.
Citizens of this country, we have talked to them and we are telling them the police and the uniform people are not your enemy. Your enemies are those people who are in power, looting and fighting, making sure that we keep fighting.
Hadi sasa haijabainika iwapo atafikishwa mahakamani au makosa anayokabiliwa nazo. Kinachobainika wazi aidha ni kwamba lengo lao ni kupigania uongozi wa taifa hili, wakiwataka Wakenya kushirikiana nao katika azma yao ya kumaliza zimu la utekaji nyara na hata ufisadi, jambo ambalo limeikwaza serikali.
Don't be intimidated by any command. If the command violates the constitution, don't do it. And we will embrace you. We are going to support you, and we are going to make sure if you want to go back to your service once we take the government in a democratic manner, we are going to reinstate you.
There's no registered movement like that. It's not registered. This is just something that people associate with. It's amorphous. It is like the Gen Z movement. If you are asked who is in charge, where is it registered?
Kundi hilo linasema litachunguza kwa kina matukio ya maandamano ya mwezi Juni mwaka jana kwa lengo la kuchukua hatua kisheria. Kevin Mutai, NTV.
Na mpiga picha wetu hapa studioni Lois anasema Kenya
That is what is now happening in the Republic of Kenya after Patrick Osoi was arrested first, then followed by Shakur, who was arrested on his way to hear the case of Patrick Osoi, who was arrested first. And we all understand that Patrick Osoi was the leader of FBI team who was being formed to fight police brutality and impunity for the Gen Z revolution, who was arrested, abducted and mistreated badly with police officers in the Republic of Kenya after receiving the order from their bosses. And before we proceed with this analysis, I want you to watch the video of Patrick Osoi's interview before he was arrested or abducted by rogue Ruto police officers few days ago after forming a team to fight police brutality and impunity, which is so-called FBI team. Here is the video.
Identify yourself. They want to arrest me. I'm here in Kawalokot. Nimekuja kotini to stand with my friend. The only thing I'm having here is a Kenyan flag. They can't yourself. Identify yourself. Nimeona. What am I being arrested for? What am I being arrested for?
When we get to the office.
Okay, let me.
That's alive.
Okay.
The fact is that even if a police officer is sent today to come and arrest me and to take me, trust me, they would think twice to insist. If they continue giving unlawful orders, we are going to continue seeing defiance from the security agencies. If they continue not to check the welfare of the security agencies in Kenya, we are going to see, and we are going to have a lot of people coming in, in defiance. I'll tell you the fact is that even if a police officer is sent today to come and arrest me and to take me, trust me, they would think twice, because I am part of that. So the fact is,
why would they think twice? I don't think they would.
Why? Let me tell you, my brother.
They are more loyal to Lagat and more loyal to...
It's not about royal. They're just...
This is... Yes. They're more loyal to Lagat, more loyal to Kanja than you. They not think twice. I think it would be... You would be very wrong to think that Kenya police... Maybe umeishi US too long, Buddha.
3 years.
You know who are dealing with?
3 years too.
See, tumekuwa hapa hiyo 3 years, and I can comfortably tell you these people don't have a conscience. They don't care. If they were sent to arrest you, they'd arrest you. If they were sent to embarrass you, they'd embarrass you. And to me, that's the Kenya police force. That's why nashindwa end game yenyu ni nini. Like I'm trying to understand, because na feel ni kama na preach to the choir. You're talking to people who they already know these things. Like it's not, because I think mnawak na the assumption is the police are dumb, and I don't think they are dumb. I think they just part of the Kenya society, and as a Kenya society tumekuwa tukibelieve that as long as an injustice is not happening to me, then it's not an injustice. So when the police go out there and they commit these crimes, they know they are committing crimes, but they know they are committing crimes for wakubwa. So at some point, of course, is there a certain level of stupidity? Yes, because what happened to Talam yuko jela.
Imagine.
Na Talam yuko jela juu ya Lagat, but right. Lagat is free.
Yeah.
You see, even Lagat was not even suspended for a day. He went on.
He hata aliclaim alikuwa tu leave.
Alikuwa leave. So ukiangalizi vitu zote ndio nakwambia, it shows you akina IPOA who are supposed to be police oversight know very well that Lagat went for leave. And what has happened to Lagat? Nothing. He's never even been questioned. And he was the main suspect. So that's why I feel like for you to think ati makara wa Kenya wanaweza jali, Buddha wanaweza kuhanda.
Wacha nikwambie tu kweli. Na mimi nakwambia tu fact. Unajua hiki kitu tunafanya na kitu tumefanya haijaikuwa. The police officers are suffering more than even the citizens of this country. Do you know kutumika na mtu ni vibaya aje? Maze, let me tell you, our police officers today wanatumika vibaya. I know that they don't know. They know. But now the fears is that kuna a lot of unlawful command, misuse of police or security apparatus in this country. Na wanaifili na wanasikia. But akujawai kuwa na wasi wanasema ni aje sasa, maze, we have to talk about it. And that is why we are out here speaking about it. And I want the police officers, at your free time, utembe kamiti, uangalie wale wasi walifungwa mwaka jana. Unaona hiyo story ya Yala? No, si mwaka jana, ile time ya kina Matiang'i, the Yala, ulisikia mambo ya Yala? Most of the people, including people in the National Intelligence Service, walifungwa, wako kamiti saizi. So I want to ask the police officers, even people working for the National Intelligence Service operative, for example, do not, at any given time, if somebody is not a terrorist, and the actual definition of a terrorist, do not obey unlawful orders that will jeopardize your life. Utaenda kamiti, mdosi ako protected pale juu. Usijaribu kufanywa hivyo. And that is the language we are speaking. We have to speak it out, and we have to make it very clear that the enemies is not a subordinate, or rather the people in uniform who are subordinate working for the people who are out there giving them unlawful orders. We have to speak it out, that we have to merge, we have to bring peace, we have to bring harmony, we have to bring the cohesion between the people in security agencies and the Kenyan people who pay them their salaries. That is the language that I want to hear. Mimi nikiingia kwa historia na even tukiongea historia, mtu aliniambia, "Mazi, unajua ile hate wase wako nayo na mapolisi. Kwa nini mliafu kufanya hivi?" Nikamwambia, "No, this is not about politics. It's about forming a community that will be conducive for everybody." So me, I don't care if they think or maybe ati msi aseme unajua siwezi kupiga kura kwa sababu unafanya 1 2 3. Me, what I want to see and what we are advocating for is to make sure that there is cohesion between the Kenyan people who pay our people in security agencies to be able to run this government by the rule of the law and by the...
So that is the speech and the statement before Patrick Osoi, who was the former ex-officer in the United States of America and also here in the Republic of Kenya, being arrested illegally because his arrest was illegal. Why was the government arresting Patrick Osoi? That is the question that many Kenyans are now asking themselves. They were supposed to summon Patrick Osoi. In fact, what these 3 cops were doing, they didn't even hide anything. The statement that they recorded that they are going to unite together to fight police brutality and impunity was aired out. They even recorded a video. Whenever, even the place that they were training how to shoot, how to handle firearms, they were recording those clips and those videos and exposing them on the social media platform. So we don't know why the government of William Samoei Ruto is so afraid of only 3 cops. Why is it that the government of President William Samoei Ruto is afraid? That one is a clear indication and red alert that the government of William Samoei Ruto is not ready to serve the interests of the people of Kenyans, but they are ready to prevent their power. That is the truth. The government of William Samoei Ruto is not ready to fight for the interests of the people of Kenyans who voted for them, but they are ready to protect their seats, starting from MCA, MP, governor, senator, women rep, president. But they are not ready to fight for the people of Kenya. Because let me ask you a simple question. How are we going to benefit if Patrick Osoi have been arrested? Cop Shakur have been arrested. Hiran Kimani have been arrested. And remember that Cop Shakur was fired from the government, from working under police custody few months ago after joining the Gen Z protest during the anti-government protest. He did not support the crime that the police were doing during the peaceful protest of shooting the peaceful protesters illegally, abducting them illegally, torturing illegally. He did not join the hands of police officers who were on duty on that particular period of time, who were mistreating the peaceful protesters illegally in the Republic of Kenya. He is the person who was fired first one. Then the second one was Hiram Kimani. After the CS of Interior, Kipchumba Murkomen, was planning to take him to a dry place after he rejected the order of shoot to kill. Then the history of Patrick Osoi is something that is on the public domain. Number 1, he was the ex-KDF officer in the United States of America. He was the NIS. He worked under NIS team. He worked under DCI team here in the Republic of Kenya. So they were just planning to fight for everyone who was mistreated by police officers in the Republic of Kenya during the anti-government protest. But their plan was not to harm anybody from William Samoei Ruto's government and also any citizens in the Republic of Kenya. But the government have twisted everything totally in the Republic of Kenya against their plan, which was a good plan because nobody is willing to fight for police brutality and impunity under the government of William Samoei Ruto. Those people are busy preventing their offices ahead of 2027 election, but they are not ready or willing to bring justice for the family of the Gen Z revolution who lost their sons illegally, their daughters illegally, their relatives illegally during the hard time last year in 2024, and also this year during the Sabasaba protest and June 25th protest, which was meant for the remembrance of our fallen heroes who died during the anti-government protest. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and may God bless you. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.